So, week 14, testimonial knowledge, or knowledge acquired through language. Right? Similar to last week's series of lectures on perceptual knowledge, the question of, or the subject of testimonial knowledge, or knowledge and testimony, let's phrase it that way, is a matter of the relationship between the parts, right? We know what it is for us to use language, but how is it that language can contain anything meaningful in it, that it can itself be a form of transmitting knowledge from one person to another? That's the central set of questions the central question at the heart of this. Right? So testimony is simply put the act of transmitting knowledge through language, while testimonial knowledge is knowledge acquired through language. Right? And this can be either written or spoken. But a key component about this is that one of the central aspects is that testimonial knowledge includes a testifier, right? Someone who tells, right? So in many renditions of this question, there is some focus, although it's not one that we'll put much emphasis on in our own course, on the credibility of the speaker, right? There's a degree to which, trust in a speaker is an important aspect, especially when you're talking about moral questions, such as like promising and whatnot. But it's important to note that for as much of our knowledge day to day that comes to us through perception, there are massively important features of what we know that are testimonial in nature. Think about this. I was born on April 25th, 1991. I do not know that through perception. I do not know that through experience. I know that through testimony, right? Through the testimony of friends, family, and doctors who signed my birth certificate. The celebration of your birthday and the very knowledge of when your birthday is a matter of testimonial knowledge. It's not as though you came out of the womb fully formed, looked at a calendar and a clock and went, yep, okay, it's such and such date, that's the year. You didn't have those concepts. So even something as basic as knowledge of your own birthday is in fact testimonial knowledge. Right? It's so the question of the relationship between the parts of how language can mean something, can carry and convey truthful information, is an important question for talking about the nature of knowledge. So the central questions that we're going to focus on are going to be broader than this question of how testimony or the role of a speaker's credibility, and the role of testimony. Instead, we're going to look at more general theories of meaning and sense, right? The central questions for this unit are: how do words mean things? How do they refer to real entities in the world, if they do? That is to say, how is it that what we say connects up with what is the case in the world? Right? How is it that when I say, uh, energy drink, I can mean this, or, I can mean this, right? And how do I know which one is being referred to, right? These are all important aspects of the question. Okay, so let's proceed.